Hello. Hey guys.
Hi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We have a latte
Did you guys
cheers
drink
today
COVID?
because we do.
Oh.
We didn't even think about it.
Oh.
Happy Monday. Happy Snow Squall Monday. I kept getting these alerts on my phone today that we're having a snow squall.
Yeah, it's like,
apparently.
what is a
like
squall?
I had to
whiteouts.
Google that.
Yeah, did. We made it here though. We're here downtown on Ingersoll with Maya Butcher, who is the owner and operator of Wildflower.
It's so cute.
So cute in here. Like I could spend probably hours just looking around.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And
Yeah.
touch- and then I would
Small
need your
space,
help
lots of
and
stuff.
expertise to be like, okay, what do I do?
Yeah,
with all
yeah,
this?
yeah. We'll direct you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we do.
But Maya is the owner of Wildflower. You guys have been around for 2 years. You just celebrated your
Our
2-year
second birthday on the 11th of October.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! And what did you do for that?
You know,
Did you like take a breath?
no,
Did
we worked like regular. I think had it not been 2020, we would have done an open house of some kind. We're kind of known for our open houses.
Okay.
So we've done many different things for Valentine's Day. I don't know if we do kind of a thing the day before, which is tough because we're open and busy. And so we love our open houses. We love our community.
Yeah.
But this year we made a nice post about it and just got on with our busy lives, I guess. But maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a busy gal.
Yeah, we stay pretty busy.
And I love the open house thing because I think that's totally a way, like we do open houses in our business to just have people come and look, sort of like no obligation, no hassle, no whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of the same deal if you don't really know what you're looking for or you just kind of want to check it out. But this shop is full of, dried flowers. I almost said real flowers, but like
we do have
fresh
real flowers.
fresh flowers, pottery,
Decor.
gifts, yes, like candles, all sorts of cute things. So like mentally I'm taking notes like for that birthday, for that hostess gift or something. Like what a neat idea to come in here and just look around. So okay, Maya, how did this idea begin? What all do? You have a couple little arms of this business, right?
Yes, we have several facets of business because really, I don't know the chicken or the egg. I don't know which came first. We were, I was raising babies, so I was planning weddings. So I was coordinating and planning events from my home and my laptop.
Sure.
The design stuff I would subcontract. So a lot of vendors subcontract jobs through events and using other people's floral, and then I started I wasn't happy with it.
Sure.
And so I hope that cooler's not gonna be.
We'll just have to
we'll
like.
This is real.
Got it. Yeah, this is the front cooler. So we started sort of planning. I was a designer. I have an art background. I used to paint, and I had kind of just a creative life from the get, but then fell into events and started really loving kind of the deadline, fast and furious.
Yeah.
I'm also a creative, so I felt like a certain amount of procrastinating in my creative life.
Right. Oh my gosh, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
Right now.
So like having the deadline, like close dates and stuff like that. So I was feeling very in my element. So when I left my first big job that I had, I went to work for Bosen's, and I was hired on to sell events to clients, so floral for events and things. So I started learning the industry that way, and real floral and skills. So I had to make everything I took and deliver it and install it.
Wow.
And so it was like really, on the job training
Super
for sure.
hands-on,
Yeah, and I think events, that's kind of how you got to do it.
Yeah.
I think you can get a degree all day long in events, but unless you've worked a long time, just being like the bucket carrier, it's like, it's something else. You got to really learn, the ropes and the people, and the clients. And so then I left there. I was pregnant with my second baby, and the clients who I'd met there on a design level wanted me to sort of organize their day, like coordinate their days and make sure things were going well. And one thing led to another, and I took a couple clients with me.
I would like someone to organize my day too.
I mean, you're a big day, not your day to day, but your planned event or your wedding. And so, they kept hiring. So then I kept getting jobs, just referral-based jobs.
Sure.
And I've always, really cared about whatever job I was doing, maybe almost to a fault, like.
It's your baby. And
It is my baby, but even working for other companies, it was like I'd get in trouble for that, I feel like, listen, they didn't pay for that. Or, And so I think the best way to handle that is own your own business, right? So that you're in charge of your destiny and your margins and your, and so I put those skills together and was planning and coordinating events out of my home. And then the design element got lost where I wanted to be in charge of the floral, so my husband built me a cooler in the garage, which changed everything. So,
hubby.
Yeah, he's really talented in that way. Just kind of knows how to do everything somehow. So we built me this cooler. Yeah. Never done it before. Just kind of was like read a couple. I don't know.
YouTube it.
Yeah, and then made it. So once the cooler was up, then it was like. I kind of had control of my floral where I used to just do it in my kitchen the day before, which is horrible if you're planning a wedding and doing the design. Yeah. So with the cooler, I was able to start on like Tuesday, Wednesday, which is normal production time. Yeah. And then people started asking for funeral arrangements or birthday arrangements. And I was like, oh man, floral is hard, but I think Des Moines kind of ready for just some floral, some good floral. So I was looking for space for my event business, and studio space in Des Moines is kind of a hot commodity. It's not available, ground level. I needed a few things. This was available, 2718 Ingersoll was available, and it had been available, and I kept seeing it, and I thought, well, maybe we just open a brick and mortar, and I kind of threw a business plan together, and we got the space, we did the build out. Yeah. And we were really busy right away. I mean, I feel like as a starting business and brick and mortar, we got pretty busy quickly. So
well, you had the foundation there, and people kind of knew your name and knew what you were up to. So when you have, I think a lot of people think of just this as the shop, but when you've got this whole business behind it and fueling, this
it does well, and it's when you're doing people's events, or even when you're making a simple arrangement, but you make that great relationship. People will come to you and say, so because I've come in here, I know that you plan events, would you plan my daughter's wedding? And so it's a lifetime business. So you get them from, a birthday arrangement that you went out of your way to make sure it got there on time, or and they know you mean what you say, and then they trust you with really important milestone events. So that's lucky for us. And we get to have these lifelong relationships with people, and
that's the best.
Yeah, and you start to know what they like, and same with your industry. I'm sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
was the name hard?
Thank you.
Was the name hard to come up with?
Wildflower? No, I have to give credit where credit is due. A girl worked for me one time, and she's like, I thought of a name for your business. She's like, you got to name it Wildflower because you're wild and you do flowers. And I was like, all right.
It cannot get any more simple.
Yeah, I was probably more wild then, but not as much now.
Yeah, but 3 kids don't let you be very wild.
Well, and we started at Eden. That's where we did our first pop-up. Yeah, and that story always, I probably won't tell the whole thing because we have time, not much time, but also I'll cry. Because Jen Hansen passed away from breast cancer, who owned Eden. And during one of my slow times in events, I was like, well, maybe we do a Valentine's pop-up at the house. And this was pre-cooler, so it was scary. I had the garage and it was winter. And so we had people come to the house and buy flowers was my thought. And then she saw me post it, and she's like, do you just want to do it? Do you want to pop up at Eden?
Oh, that's really
And
cool.
I was like, oh geez, like, I can't believe she would let me be in her awesome spot. And then we did it, and it was insane. The flowers were gone, everybody. So it gave me the confidence sort of down the road. She'd say, you need a brick and mortar, you should open. And I said, oh, no, like, I don't want those hours.
And she showed you.
And she did, and then she passed away, and then this became available, and then so
I
she's
feel
like
this
my
is
little
like a
angel.
little tribute.
Oh,
to
Jenna's
the
all over all the
know.
time. That's for sure, because it's just she was always right. And so she was a pioneer, so she was a good mentor.
Seeing her name is carrying out just in everywhere.
Yeah,
so
and in the community too. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like as a woman business owner and someone who sort of was a pioneer of the East Village, so she was special.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we have a question that we like to ask most of our entrepreneurs, and so What is the best piece of advice you have for others who are looking to either start that business or take that leap or like just do or what's the biggest like pivot that you've made that you thought, oh, we're gonna go down this path and here it is, and then oops, it's gonna be this.
The
now.
pivot one is like
all the time.
no, we pivot constantly. I know. Oh, sorry.
Yes, there you go.
We pivot. Well, COVID was a big pivot.
Sure.
Obviously, we can talk about that. I would say the advice that I have is work in the industry that you're interested in. So if you want to be an event planner, going to school for event planning is great. But you just can't learn the basic. Yeah, you gotta learn. Yeah. So go work and wash somebody's buckets and learn how to process floral and understand what you're getting into and understand what it's like to deal with the walk-in while you're dealing with business and accounting and all the things that go along with business ownership. I feel like people that work corporate, they're like, I'm done with this corporate world. I'm gonna open a shop. And you're like, oh no, don't leave that cubicle
Say
yet.
goodbye to your weekend.
Yeah.
Your free time. And but it's all worth it.
It's all worth it, yes. And you gotta want it, and you gotta work really hard, and it doesn't feel like work to me most of the time. And you're in the right spot, right? When you don't feel like you're working, they say. Yeah. But the pivot is just, understand the business and understand what people want and listen to your customers. So
and sometimes it's letting go of what you think your idea of it should be.
Yes.
And it's like, you may have this plan and this idea. I always think of it like a birth plan. Like, who actually has a birth plan? Like,
No.
sorry if you did.
No,
but
Does it go
do
as
you
planned?
really get to choose the way?
You gotta
this
be
is
open.
gonna happen?
You gotta be open.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So cool.
I take the medicine. That's what I say.
Yeah, take it.
I tried it once.
for a reason.
Yeah, it was like, but everybody's got different ways that they do things, and I think that for us during COVID, it was. I thought we were event people.
Yeah.
We opened the shop. I thought we'd sell what was left from our weddings and events. And we just like, thank you. It's just the mail. We thought this was going to be a place where we sold what was left from our weddings. I didn't think people were going to come in the shop. COVID happened. We're still wedding busy, and I'm looking at 2020 like, holy cow, our big wedding book is filled.
Yeah.
Like large numbers of guests, and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
Of course, you're like,
What? Yeah.
Events have always been busy, even through 2008 and tougher times.
Yeah.
I kept thinking, wow, this industry's good, but people still get married. They must still celebrate.
Yeah.
So we've pivoted in the way that we offer really great ways to help people have small gatherings and small events, but it was sad to say goodbye to that revenue because that was a huge part of keeping our doors open here is that we always had that event revenue to help us through because the shop is new.
Yeah.
So we're still trying to figure out how our holidays go and how much margin there is. So when COVID happened, I thought, well, that's it. Who was going to buy flowers during a pandemic?
A lot of people.
Apparently, people really like them around during times of sort of uncertainty and sort of sad or...
Well, and that reminds me because you launched, I don't know if this is a super new thing, but your subscription floral.
Yeah.
So is that new?
It's not new. We do it. We've done it since the beginning, but
I think a lot
definitely
of people have
let
latched
people
onto
know.
it.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you can sign up online at Wildflower DSM.
Yes, wildflowerdsm.com, and you can pick your frequency and how much you
Weekly.
spend.
Can you imagine having fresh flowers
Attention,
or whatever
husbands.
weekly?
It is
or
a really good
bi-weekly.
gift. It's a great gift.
It's a great gift.
And giving it to we get a lot of them where it's like moms or grandmas that are at home that don't get to leave, and so they'll say my mom needs joy right now, and so it's pretty special. Our subscribers are important clients, so we really want to do a good job of making sure you're getting seasonal.
It's on my wish list.
And a little perk if you are a dropper, you
Yes.
get 10% off with your drop app.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
we love
absolutely.
we love the drop.
Okay, we like to end with a 515 plug. This is kind of new. We used to do like weekend recap, but we started everything's
boring.
kind of the same. We're boring. We had date night. We hung out with the kids, whatever. So I've seen a lot of pictures of people going to the pumpkin patches this weekend, or like fall orchards and things like that. So this weekend we actually went to this Wills family orchard, which is just west of Adel, and small and a little more quiet and not that like monstrosity of the pumpkin patch thing that
With thousands
it's
of
so
folks.
great, but I just can't handle it.
Yeah.
So
Well, your kids are still little.
They're little, and yeah, so we hit up that this weekend, and it was great. We were in and out, and all that. So I know you guys did. You were home with your kiddos.
Yeah, we were home. We want to do the pumpkin patch. We were not brave enough to do that.
I know.
Like you,
It
with
takes
the snow.
it takes up some gumption to do that.
There was one day this week that's supposed to be 70, so
Sure.
maybe we'll sneak it in.
Yeah. Did you go after
Oh, I
school?
heard that. Right?
Yeah.
Is that Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Did we do this well? You know, we had stuff. Weekends are tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get some back. I've heard. This is what
Yeah.
I've been told.
Go team.
Yeah, I know. And but we love seasonal stuff. When it turns fall, ours is like cooking. So we like
Oh yeah.
chili.
Yeah, we did chili
you know.
yesterday too.
Yeah, and we do stuff outside. There was a lot of leaf raking and jumping in those leaves.
Yes. Yes.
It's about as fall as it gets. But pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It
Too
takes
busy for
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Try the Wills.
I know.
Wills
Yes, I
family
know the
orchard.
wills.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Yes.
So, you guys, if you need a little bit of something to brighten up your day, or you know somebody who would, check out Wildflower. Come into the shop, check out online.
Yeah.
Also for
Social
events.
media.
Yes.
Yes, event planning. The website's great. I feel like a pretty good representation of what we have. It's hard to change those things. We are not a
Sure.
Teleflora
Yeah.
FTD type company.
Yeah.
So you have to sort of understand the customizing of your own special piece as a phone call. And then if you order online, it might not always be exactly like you see it, as close as we can. But things are changing constantly, and we want to choose what's best and in season.
Yeah.
So you know, if you want something very specific, you should call and see what we have.
Sure.
And then just the gift baskets, we're excited about those. I feel like local delivery in Des Moines is either like pizza or
Yeah.
flowers.
Yeah.
So I like the gift basket idea because you're giving sort of something a little bit different,
Yeah.
lasts forever.
So you are located on Ingersoll. Where do you serve? The whole metro?
Yes,
do you have kind of-
yeah, we go
Okay.
Indianola, Polk
Okay.
City,
Okay.
all the surrounding
Yeah.
metro areas.
Great.
And we charge different charges for wherever, depending on
Okay.
where you're at. But dried floral has been a hit. If you guys are interested, look at the Santa Fe collection on the website.
Or just ask Liz to send you some pictures of her.
Liz likes those dried
Liz
In the
arrangements.
comments, Liz.
We like Liz.
Yes.
Liz is our favorite.
Yes.
She's our dried flower.
Guru.
Yes,
Yes.
guru.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. Of course, we'll be back next Monday, and we've got a really great lineup for the rest of fall and winter. But hit up Maya, hit up Wildflower, check out the social media, comment, let us know of any questions. We'll get them to Maya. But thanks for tuning in with us.
Have a great week.
We'll see you later.
Thanks, girls.
Thanks, Maya.
Thank you. Thanks so much.